Well, hey everybody, my name is Alex,
And my name is Spencer.
and we're making some videos for Bitcoin for Beginners today. We're also part of Mining for Beginners, Crypto Kings, and the Land Closet. What did you want to talk about, Spencer? You have to project it here.
Right. So today we're going to be talking about mining versus investing, why we like working with business owners, best cards to mine with, and projects to pay attention to.
I'm going to pull this a little closer while you get started.
So, mining versus investing.
Yes, I have a lot of opinions about this subject.
So, we'd much rather be mining than investing because, at least when you're mining, you're putting money into mining equipment, and at the end of it, you're still going to have the hardware,
You still have the asset.
and you're still going to have the coins that you mine.
Yeah. So we're big advocates. Certainly, investing is a good thing to do if you have additional money that you can use to leverage. The difficulty about investing is the market is very dynamic and the money moves up and down all the time. So if you're going to invest, try to focus on projects which are news related. Like try to buy into projects as they're hitting milestones. So as the project is launching its mainnet, whereas as the team is combining with another service or company, or it's being used widely in a company or an industry. This is when you want to invest. You want to invest based on that type of information that you can access that's validated. Stuff that should increase the usage, first and foremost, and the value of those coins. But for a lot of people that invested in a cryptocurrency in December or January, they're at a huge loss right now. They're at a 50, 60, 70% loss across their portfolio. Now, if you had invested into mining equipment in December, you would have already reached your return on investment, and you would still have that hardware asset. So you would have your $10,000 machine, you would have a good $10,000 worth of coins, and you would have the ability to decide how you want to go forward with your investment. When you're at a loss, it's about recuperating your lost income. It's about, should I continue to lose or should I take my money out and accept a loss? You don't really ever enter that situation in mining as long as your equipment is still profitable to run. So as long as you focus on the lowest cost of production with mining, you should remain profitable. You might only make $1 or $2 or $6 a day on a small mining rig, but that's passive income. It's free money that you would have. So instead of being down 50% of your portfolio, you're up $10 a day.
And right now, even at like the current prices with Ethereum, you're still actually getting more Ethereum for the power that you pay than you get if you were to invest that directly into the market.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah. So basically that's the way a lot that you're actually doing better than investors. You may only be able to get a little bit at a time, depending on how much you can invest initially
Into equipment.
But it means at least that you're pushing your money further than someone who's just investing it is going.
You're reducing risk because if the market crashes or the coins devalue, you still have the equipment. And that's why we avoid the mining specific equipment. We don't run a lot of ASICs, and we don't run a lot of old generation video cards, and we don't run a lot of specialized equipment. And the reason for that is the space is so dynamic. Coins are updating, chains are forking. There could be an exchange hack which devalues one of the coins you're mining overnight, and so you can't really necessarily reduce risk for something like that. That's just a risk in the space right now. So by putting your money into hardware, you're basically buying the opportunity, the ticket. You're buying the right to buy cryptocurrency at the cost of electricity. So as an example right now, we're able to generate several ETH a month at the cost of roughly 1.5 ETH. Now that means that we're profitable month over month. Knowing that, we can assume that we're buying the Ethereum at a very, very discounted price. Because for $800 in power, we're able to buy, or so for say $700 in power, we're able to buy $2,000 worth of Ethereum. Now do that math. Think about that for a second. So if you're an investor, you need to make that much margin You need to make 70%. You need to make that 50% back before you're even as profitable as Spencer and I. By just creating the coin at a discount, our investment has already paid off better at the time of creation than simply just buying a coin.
And ROI isn't really something that you should be super focused on because ROI changes every day, every hour.
And there could be things that change in the market dramatically, like the Ethereum ASICs coming onto the scene in January, lowered the amount we were producing, probably 2 or 3 times the amount of coins that we're producing now on the Ethereum hash. And that's simply because of the amount of people and equipment that have joined them. But as that happens, you start mining the coins at a faster rate, so the amount of coins remaining decreases all the time, which makes the coin more scarce in a sense. So as coins are being mined, the scarcity goes up, and that actually increases the value versus decreasing it. So we're strong believers in mining. We're strong believers in mining as a bootstrap too. We try to not convince people. We've had several clients that have taken out loans and invested into it. But we do not suggest doing that with any form of investment. What you want to do is you want to try to start with a group of people, get a couple friends together, or start with what you have, recycled equipment, go to the recycled computer place, and start, learn, teach yourself. Because mining isn't going to be for everyone. A lot of people might be better at investing. That's something important to remember. Mining is more technical. While it can be very straightforward, it will always require a little bit of care and attention. It will be something that you must support ongoingly. So if you're someone who's looking for a completely hands-off experience, investing might be a better approach.
But then again, investing also requires a certain amount of research. It's a less hands-on approach, but there's still, if you want to be investing well and smart, you have to be spending that time to do research. So you have to decide, do you want to spend time looking into the coins of the company,
the application, the security of it? Do you want to audit the team members to look at their past and if there's any criminal occasions? Look at who their company is connected to, where it's registered. Look at if they're compliant with local regulations, if they're an exchange or a crypto coin or a service that won't even be around in a short period of time because they'll be considered criminal or outlawed in certain areas. Yeah, the main thing that we like to say in this space is keep learning, adapt, and profit. And if you can continue to learn, if you can constantly adapt, then you'll always stay profitable. Spencer and I haven't lost any money on any of our investments. We are 100% in the green. And there's very few investors or miners that can say that they've reached return on investment on 100% of their equipment, that they continue to expand their farms on a regular basis, and that 100% of their investments have yielded positive gains. I don't know any other investors that can say that. I don't. Ask any seasoned investor and they'll tell you that they've lost money lots of times. But the reason we do that is because we are very risk averse. So we very much are about the mining. But if we're going to invest, we like to take gains in. So you can't be greedy. If you can make 10% in a sideways market on a bi-weekly basis, you can make 100% in your portfolio every month. You can't keep buying into things hoping for that 50, 60, 100,000, 34,000% return. That isn't where the market is right now. The market's sideways. So you want to focus on things that you can understand, things that you can comprehend fully. So like a brand new project getting listed, large acceptance by a large corporation of a blockchain, ease of access, like the coins being added to Coinbase. All of these things will cause, these are news and information related topics that will cause an increase in coin value. But on the other hand, conferences and coin meetups generally do the opposite. They devalue the coins. So you have to make sure you're paying enough attention to the industry to learn that if there's a Monero meetup, Monero is going to devalue afterwards. If there's an Ethereum meetup, Ethereum is going to go down afterwards. Now, knowing that, you can sell your Ethereum before the meetup and buy your Ethereum back after the meetup. We've been mostly swing trading things like Bitcoin and Ethereum as of late because we're very comfortable with where we feel the top and the bottom of the market is right now. We're the floor and where the ceiling is. And by having an understanding of that, when we approach the ceiling, we sell, and when we reapproach the floor, we buy. Now, did we buy it the cheapest? Ethereum was as low as 430 something the other day. 430. No, we haven't bought Ethereum at $430 yet, but we did sell it at 500, and we did buy it all back at 460. So these are the things that we're very risk adverse now. So we're heavy on mining because it reduces the risk. If the market goes away, your coins can always get hacked. You can always be held up at gunpoint and have your wallet emptied out. The exchange where you do your business can be hacked. But as long as you have, say, home insurance or renter's insurance, your mining equipment will always be covered for $20-something a month. So it eliminates that right away. And heck, a lot of the mining equipment we purchased actually went up in value for a time. Went up as much as 30-40% in value. And now those prices have leveled out again with the inventory back down. But ultimately, we could have resold our mining machines at a profit, as well as using it to generate income and acquiring coins at a discounted rate by using power to purchase them instead of money itself. That's our opinion, guys. I hope that's informative. If you guys have, if you guys have any questions, just reach out to Spencer Damoir or myself, and Kevin and Espen and all the other guys here at Bitcoins for Beginners and Mining for Beginners and all the other great groups here on Facebook. We're going to make a link to all our videos and try and funnel our traffic back here, guys. If you can, share this community with other people you know, other people who are interested in the space. This is a great, safe group. It's moderated by incredible people, and these people are all seeking more information. It's a really healthy atmosphere here. And yeah, some things get made fun of. Some people make fun of ASICs. Some people make fun of things like BitConnect or Hashflare or NiceHash and these other things. But that's part of learning. I hope that when you see projects or when you see companies or coins being negatively spoken of on a regular basis, I hope that you can seek in yourself to find their perspective rather than just your own. Because you have to understand, a lot of people around you guys in this group have a lot more experience than you. Some of these people have more experience than Spencer and myself as well. So it's important that we both hear each other out, but then ask why. Spencer said something great to me. He said, next time you disagree with someone else, you say, prove me wrong. Because I'll prove you guys why we think the 1070 Ti is the best card. We'll show you based on our results why we think mining over investing is a safer approach. We can run all the numbers with you guys and break it down. Ask an investor how much their portfolio is up this year. Really, they might still be at a 50% loss, and we are at a 0% loss. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep mining, keep investing, keep researching those projects. Do your due diligence, and please ask some questions. We're going to try to make sure all the posts get approved faster. We've got more members joining the team all the time to help us maintain that. So don't hesitate to reach out to Spencer, myself, Kevin, or any other guys in the group, and we'll get you guys answered, okay? This is Alex and Spencer from the Crypto Kings and for Cryptocurrency for Beginners. And we'd like to say thanks for spending some time with us, and we hope we shared some knowledge with you.
Take it easy.